Hey everyone, and thank you so much for being here on this tutorial. I want to talk to you a little bit about Canva and how you can use it to create graphics for your business or brand. So once you get on Canva, you go to canva.com, it will allow you to go ahead and if you're already a member, you can go ahead and log in, or if you are not signed up, then you can go ahead and do that here, either by Facebook, Google, or by your email address. And since I'm already signed up, and this is really, really cool, I love this background, but since I'm already signed up, I am going to just go ahead and jump into my software already. All right, so I want to do some okay, so I want to show you a little bit around the platform once you get in there. Obviously, yours is going to look completely different. You will not have any projects here. And actually, when you first start out, they will probably walk you through step by step. I would just go through the tutorials, and afterwards, I'll show you exactly how I kind of keep moving. But go ahead and go through those tutorials. So you want to maybe pause this and jump back in a few minutes. Now, so here you'll see I have this color background. That's because I branded myself on here with colors. And what happens is you can have a free account and then you can have a paid account. With the free account, the pretty much the difference is that you won't be able to create extra folders. So you can do that with a paid account. You will have graphics, and I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. You will have graphics that you can get for free that looks premium, but ultimately they're free to you once you put them in your system and download them. And I just want to show you what I mean by that. We'll search photos. We'll just put love in there just to see. And so here you'll get free graphics here, and you'll see all that. And then they're $1 if you want to use them. But that's pretty much the difference. You will have like free things, although you can get free photos with a paid account as well. Now, another difference that you will notice when it comes to your free and paid account is, let's see, dimensions. So we have this graphic here. And say if we want to use this, and we've taken a lot of time just to actually create this. So now I need to make this into a Pinterest post, or I need to make this into a Facebook post. And so what I would do is come up here, instead of recreating it, going here and saying, all right, I need to come here, I need to create a Facebook post, or I need to create a Pinterest post. I am going to come up here to File, change my dimensions, or I can do a magic resize. And magic resize will allow you to will create them for whatever you have checked there, and then you will abracadabra and resize. But I'm not going to do that. So that's just that's another paid feature. And I'll just, as I go along, I'll show you what some of the paid features are and what you can get. So let's go back over here, and I want to create a graphic. Let's start off by creating a graphic. When you get on this page, you will have a way to create popular designs. So you'll have social media posts, different categories that you can look for. So just pick whatever it is that you are trying to create. And what we'll do right now is just click on social media, the 800 pixels by 800, because it will allow you to make it smaller for Instagram if you want to use that. So once you're here, it will take you to the canvas, and then you have all of these pretty cool templates over here already. So this one is free, so if I wanted to use that, I would just go ahead and click on it, and voila, it will come up over here on the canvas. If I wanted to add another page, I can add another page. Of course, it's going to take a little bit from here onto there, so you can go ahead and erase that. You would just click on there and then delete it, and then you can add something else if you'd like. And these are already pre-made templates, which are pretty awesome. And so you can just keep going if you want. You know, anything that is paid, it will not have a free label on there, but it'll have a $sign. And if you do use that, once you click on here and then you download it, it's going to ask you to put in your information so that you can pay for it. But we don't want this, so I'm just going to go ahead and erase all of that. And actually, if I wanted to, I erase it that way, but I could also delete it here and then create and add a new page. All right. So like I said, you can just go down here and look at all of the various templates that you can use. Now, let's try to customize these things. So up here, let's start with Logan and Laura. So we have this right here. You can change the color if you'd like. You can come here, click on there, change the color. If you have custom colors, you can you can click on there, put your color code number, your hex code in there, or you can drag it out to maybe, let's see, like here. And then as you can see, this will change. So the lettering changes based on the background. So this is the really, really light color. As we can see, it will change it. So that's pretty cool to do. If you don't want this at all, you can say, hey, I don't want that, but I do want to have a graphic or an image in there. So then you might want to come up here to search, look for photos or illustrations, and you can put anything in there. And let's just say woman. Okay, these are some pretty weird graphics. Oh, I'm sorry, it's illustrations. Okay, let's go to photos. All right, so we may want to use, here's this, let's try this. So we can put this here and then add, line it up a little bit. But you can see the lining or the text, we'll push it over a little bit, but the text could be overlapping it, so you can always arrange it and push it back or forward or however you want to do that. But you can really play with this thing. You can change the colors of this. Let's change it to maybe a red. So you can do things like that. Because this is, it's still not what I would want it to be, you can crop it to make it fit exactly how you want it to fit on here so that you can move it over a little bit, or you can put a frame on it. And I'm only giving you the basics because I want you to actually play around with this. You'll learn Canva more as you play with it, but I want to give you the basics. So if I have this here, then I could also put a frame, and the frame, sometimes they'll give it to you or show you the one that I really love. Let's try this one. I think it's that one. Yeah, you can put like a frame in there, but because I edited it, it won't look right. But let's just undo it. All right. Take that off, and we'll just leave that here. But you can play around with that, and there's tons of different frames that you can use. Even if I wanted to change the text, I can do that. So I can come over here and add a text, and then I can bring it down here and make it smaller, change the font, can make it look a little bigger actually because it doesn't look right. Then I'll maybe put that here, coming soon or something. Then I could also space it out if I want, do letter spacing, line height, There's so many different things that you can do with that. So you can play around with it. Then, I might look at this and say, hey, I want to upload an actual photo of myself. Well, you can always, free or paid account, you can upload your own images. So you just go click on there, find it on your desktop, and then you can pretty much just do whatever you want once you get it, and it will go underneath uploads. And this is going to slow, so I'm not going to upload it. So I'm just going to cancel out. But you can, once you get your photos uploaded, it will automatically start uploading here, and then you can just go ahead and add exactly what you want. These are all added in there. Doesn't quite match, but you get the point. So let's look at creating something really quick. Okay, so I want to create this graphic right here. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It's just pretty simple. Background, text, and then you could put your logo here if you want to, but we will not do that. So let's go back over here. So what we need to do, I got that picture online, so what I would have to do is just go back and research it and find it, but I'm just going to do an upload. I'm just going to go ahead and find it in here. So remember, you could either upload it, or you can go over here. I mean, you can go to like a free service or a place with images and download it and then upload it here, or you can search through here. But like I said, I'm just going to grab it from here. Let me find it. It's this one. So as you can see, it's, it needs to be enlarged because it's not fitting the whole entire graphic. So I do it like that. And the quote that I'm going to use says, stay committed to your decisions. So you can find one online and just copy it. And then once you get it, you can paste it. But so after we have the graphic on there, you can either upload it or you can do a search for one. You can come over here to text and just grab anything right now, what you want to use. Then you'll paste it on there. You'll move it to where it needs to be. Then you can rearrange it once this pointer turns into two arrows that are horizontal. And you can keep moving it around. You can make it bigger or smaller if you want. I'd say make it a little bit bigger. I'll leave it like that. Don't really like it with this font, so I might just come over here and change it. I like that one. I like that. Okay, and that's all up to you. So I want to bring this down just a little bit. Okay. So if you want it like that, you can, or you can, these two A's are uppercase, so it'll make it uppercase if you want. I don't like it like that. And now I just want to quote Tony Robbins. So I could either click on here, push copy, bring it down a little bit, select all of it, put a little dash, Tony Robbins, and of course I want to make this a little bit smaller, so I put 21. There you go, your graphic. I want to show you another one, so I'm just going to grab something. Going to go ahead, and sometimes I'll do this to make it easier. I will go ahead and just do a copy. I'll press these buttons or this icon over there so I can get another image. So I'll go to uploads again, and I will find something that I want to kind of hone in on. Let's see. I'll use this one. Actually, I'm going to look at another one. We'll use this one. So we have this graphic right here. So talking about happiness. So let's go here, and I'm going to erase that, and I'm going to find this graphic over here. I think it's over here. It should be. There you go. Looks a little different. So I have it here. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to click on the background. Going to delete it. Of course, you don't have to. You can leave it there and just make this bigger so it fills up the entire screen. You'll leverage it to what you want it to be. And automatically, because you've covered the whole thing, it will bring that text forward. If you don't, it because I've already done it, of course it's going to be forward. The text is forward, but if you don't, it won't do it. So it'll still be behind there. And if it is, then all you would need to do is click on your text and arrange it and bring it forward before you actually make this your canvas. So you just click on this, bring it forward, and then go to Tony, bring it forward, and then go here and make it larger. So I'm going to bring her over just a little bit. All right, so now we have this. Now I wanted to focus on happiness and writing the quote that we have. So I would come here. Remember, you might copy and paste yours. But I take this, I copy it, the quote, then I just put it here, paste it. And that was, you can pick whatever font you want, but I use PlayScript on there. And then I'd make it a little bit bigger, probably a little bit bigger than that. And then I change it to whatever color I want it to be. So I'll use this one. Happiness. And then I'm going to bring another text box over here. Now, another thing you could do, they already have some text that you can use over here. So you can use things like this. If you really like how they've done it, you can do that. But I just typically custom create mine. All right, so now we have that text there. So now I'm going to go back over and just copy and paste this. Paste. And then I do want it to be a little smaller, and actually I'm going to move it over so I can move this down out of the way. That I don't like the font here. Let me see what font I used. Okay, so I would just you can either highlight it or you can just put your cursor there and then it will help you. It will do it for you. Like, and I think that's an okay font size. So now I want to make sure that it is center. You can left align it, you can center it, you can right align it. I'm going to actually like this, but I'm going to just stick with the center. So once we have that, I might even want to put a little bit of spacing in there. You can do letter spacing, and let's do that for here. Happiness. You can do letter spacing. Happiness. You can take your cursor here and then do more spacing and do line height if you want just a little bit more height. I'm not going to really do too much on that. Alright, so we'll bring this here and then we'll credit who we need to credit. And I think that was Carnegie. And I'm just going to make this capital. And it's still Marta, so I'm going to bring it to alike. And you can also put your logo and uploads. I'm sorry, it's uploads. And then you have a place to put your logo on here if you purchase the, what is it, the paid, but you can do it without it either. And so I would just put my logo here if I wanted to, but you can see that you can't really see it. You can see the creative part, right? So what I would want to do is come over here to elements, and I would exit out of there because I was on frames from the last one, and I would go to shapes, and then I would take a shape. I would take a square, put that on there. Bring it down just a little bit till it hovers over that KGR Creative Group. You can take that there, arrange it, bring it back so that it pops up, but it still is not going to show up that great. So I'm going to put that in. I can do a white. I like this tan thing because it kind of matches this. So I have it in tan, but I still want to make it a little bit lighter. So then I would change the transparency. So changing the transparency will allow for the background to still show, but also you're able to see where this is coming from too. So there you go. You would have, you've created your first graphic or your second one with different elements on there. You could also say, I want to make this pop out a little bit more, and you would take a shape. You can take that shape, put it on there, make it smaller. Let's see, and change the color to white this time. You can arrange it and send it backwards because you can't see the text if you don't have it. There you go. But I would still play around with this, make it a little smaller. Move it over. Still want it a little bit, I don't like all that at the top. And there you go. I would also say though, I would make the transparency a little bit lighter. I mean, you don't have to. Just so it could just, make it pop out. But that's it. That is pretty much all you need to do to create a graphic like this and a graphic like that. Or you could come up here and say, I really like the inside of this, but the outside is like horrible. So I'd come up here, delete it, and then I'd come down here and say, all right, let me grab this, or let me find another image. Let me, hold on. Let me grab something that I really like. Take this. For one of my clients that I worked with. And change the background to that. Voila. And of course, I showed you how to change that up there. So pretty interesting, pretty cool. I would suggest to definitely look into Canva. It's a lot and it's really cool to use. I mean, you're really just dragging and dropping stuff, and then it makes it easier when you can just go ahead and duplicate things and change something out. You could even take this, move it, grab this. This is so impromptu. Send it backwards. You can take that. Of course, you don't want to move the background. You just want to take this, put it here, have another image. And this time though, because it's so, you can't really see it, you can make the transparency get a little darker so that you can see it. Of course, you wouldn't want to cover the beautiful little girl's face, but you would want to, maybe you can even bring it over a little bit. And there you go. Super simple and easy to use. Definitely try out Canva for your business or in your brand. I hope you learned something, and I will catch you soon.